with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Oh my goodness. The reason why I put this picture of Jordan, of course, having the stomach flu, because I don't know what I had yesterday, but I don't know if it was a stomach flu or food poisoning. It wasn't great. It was not good. It was terrible. So therefore, no videos. I had that many videos yesterday. Or this will probably be my own one and only video today, because I'm still going through it a little bit. But yesterday was not pleasant. I think I broke a self-record of vomiting probably like 10 times. I think I vomited probably almost every 2 hours. It was not pretty. It's not pretty. I had the aches and the chills. That's how it started. It was the aches and the chills probably around like, I want to say an hour after I got done with the live stream with the Bucks and Lakers game. That's when I started to feel it. It came out of nowhere. It was absolutely terrible. I never want to experience that again, but I probably will. Who knows? But yeah, that's something I don't want to experience again. I think if it is food poisoning, I think the last time I had food poisoning was probably 2 years ago. But this tops wherever it was 2 years ago. Yesterday was terrible. I was on the bathroom floor. I fell asleep on the bathroom floor, y'all. I fell asleep on the bathroom floor. That's how bad it was. It was terrible. But anyways, since I don't really know anything that what happened yesterday, I didn't even dare to look really at anything. I heard George Foreman passed away probably I heard it. He passed away later last night. So rest in peace to the great George Foreman. I heard Marquette got an upset by New Mexico in the tournament. I heard that there was some upsets, but not that many. Most of the teams that were in top seeds end up moving on to next week. So not next week. That would be today, actually. Moving on to the next round. Sorry. I still have one more day left for the first round. Or it's the first and second round. It will be tomorrow and today. But anyways. Yeah, Marquette lost. Wow. Just another Wisconsin team just not fulfilling. Well, Marquette has been sloping for the whole season. They weren't like they was last year. And even last year, they was underperformed to what they supposed to be. I think last year they had a second or first seed last year. They ended up losing to someone. I forgot what. I don't know if it was Michigan State or someone like that, but they've been very disappointing. But Wisconsin's still in there. I think Wisconsin, I forgot who Wisconsin plays today, but they play, I'm trying to think of who they play. They play someone today. BYU. They play BYU today. NBA-wise, I ain't keep up with that at all. I did hear that the Nuggets lost to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are probably better than what people think they are. If they do the right things in the next few years, they might be a playoff contender. I don't know about finals, but they might be a playoff contender next year. They're like the Detroit Pistons probably last year. The Detroit Pistons sucked last year, but they on the same track as the Detroit Pistons this year. But I heard the Clippers beat Memphis. So there's that. But anyways, I also heard that they was making a big deal about Bronny James 17 points, which I predicted. I predicted they would. I predicted they would do that. So there it is. That's the media for you. But everybody wants to fit in when they fit in. In order to fit in certain groups, you gotta shuck and jug and jig and twerk with a little honey on your stomach in order to get into these groups, to get into the good goods, in order to be around some of these former basketball players that are in YouTube spaces now. You gotta do whatever you gotta do. You gotta speak the right words, speak the right things. So that's not what I came on YouTube for. The reason I came on YouTube was to actually teach basketball, the history of basketball. But I realized YouTube algorithm doesn't like that. So you have to call out some of the BS. And when I first started this channel, it was all really just, giggles. I ain't gonna say the other word, but ish and giggles originally. I'm gonna come on here to try to, be in the groups and all that stuff. That wasn't my point. It was just practically just somewhat playing around and see what I could do on here, because I thought before I even got on here, I thought the YouTube basketball was kind of diluted, maybe not polluted, but diluted a little bit, because I realized everybody was either, a lot of people, I didn't realize a lot of people were just, twerking for today's NBA, and there was no anti, like twerk and all that stuff, keeping it real. I saw very little people that were keeping it real on the YouTube basketball until I found out other people like Ticket and of course 2 Raws. I think Ticket was the first one I came across. Was it Ticket? Yeah, it was Ticket. It was Kwame Brown, but Kwame Brown wasn't really talking about basketball. Well, he was, but he was going against roasting CB4 and Becky with the good hair at first. But outside of former NBA players, I think it was probably 2 Raws, the first one I came across, and everyone else came after, or I found out after. But yeah, I think those. I had a big shout out to 2 Raw. I think he's probably one of the ones that got me motivated, indirectly got me motivated to do this channel a little bit too. Cause I thought you had to be fancy and all this other stuff, but nah. If you speak your mind and speak what's right and what everybody, well, if you was part of the fans of the older NBA, and you speak your mind, speak out against the freaking goofiness we see in the NBA, yeah, good things will happen. But I guess good things will happen if you sit here and try to be groupie and lie and tell those other stuff about certain players. I'm also getting tired of some of these players as fan bases, because you can't say anything bad about them. I had to get rid of goofball today because I said they should start an award for the player who did the best low managing during the season. And I mentioned Kawhi, and some people, one of these dudes lost his you-know-what because I mentioned Kawhi and not LeBron. Do I gotta mention LeBron all the time for you to make some of these people happy? I mentioned LeBron enough. But I can't, it's just weird how some people are with their fan bases. I think a lot of these people don't, like I said, I had to say it, don't have father figures to look up to. So the minute you mention their father figure in a bad way, they lose you know what, their ish over it. So, but anyways, probably won't make videos, go back to making videos probably until Monday. I'm still trying to recover over this food poison, whatever it is I got going on. So I probably won't do anything until Monday anyway, unless something big happens. Did the Lakers play today? I know the Bucks played today. They played the Kings today. I don't know. I'm very, very tempted to go to this Bucks-Suns game on Monday. It's cheap too. I don't know why. Maybe because the Suns suck. Usually Bucks games, trying to go to a Bucks game, it's like almost $200 now. Yeah, it's almost $200, but the Suns have been sucking, so they pretty much put the prices down again. It's weird how that goes. But they shouldn't have expensive seats for Suns. Suns are below $500. I got paid $200 to sit in the nosebleeds for a sucky ass Suns team because they got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Get out of here. But anyways, I gotta get to stepping. So I'll see y'all later.